Gentlemen, start your engines. Mr. Wong Jr., what's good? Anona, what's up? What's up? Envy. How we looking, guys? How we looking? I did have to go book myself a bracket. I actually didn't think I was going to make it to stream tonight. But we made it. I was a little bit late in sorting myself out this afternoon. So I quickly booked myself a bracket. And I haven't actually checked on it. I was just trying to quickly stuff my face with food. Otherwise the streaming's too late. Like, I know it's super late for you guys, but it's also late for me. Past my bedtime for this old man. So I thought what I might do for the next few minutes is just try to see what kind of waves I can get. Hopefully we get good perk selection. Get some good RNG. Bro, get that Saboteur off me, lad. Taylor, what's up, Clouded? Good luck to you too, bro. Good luck to you too. I know it's super late where you guys are. Like, I was in a Discord chat. Voice chat with Nova Sky. A few hours ago, and it was like, it was already, in his time, it was already midnight, and I was like, whoa. It was like only like tea time, at dinner time where I am. Oh, the Death Defies. Look, we've already gotten 3. Harming. Oh, I was like, why is intro sprint stop? But it's because that's me tapped out. That's the furthest I had gotten before. So I might just take it to wave 500. Surely there's a reward at wave 500. Look at that, 21Q. What in the world? Go get them. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Little after 4 AM. Holy shit. You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely crazy. 3 PM in Nam. So 3 PM in Nam. So it's 9 o'clock here. So 6 hours behind us. So just letting you know from the future, 6 hours ahead. Iran teams up with Venezuela. They end up beating America. Oh, bro, these 40 waves gonna take ages. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Taylor says that's cool. People form all over the place. Hell yeah. Norna says 9 AM here, so 9 AM, also 12 hours behind. I'm currently teaching class. Let's go. Let's go. What are you teaching them? Elite says hi. What's up, Elite? How are you this evening or afternoon, or in some people's cases, morning? I'm just going to try to like quickly see if I get something at wave 500, and then we'll get into the tourney. Recovery package. Bro, that does nothing, eh? So each level of 1%. Bro, that does nothing, bro. How do I get more recovery package? The only thing I can think of is the substat on the triangle, which means that I'd have to wait for level 241. Oh my holy. Maybe I should put the stream on the TV and let them listen. Yeah, bro. Yeah, let them in. I'll be able to give them some good life lessons. Listen up, kids. Do not go on the plane to the island. You stay away from the island. Right, we've got 20 waves to go. Oh, look at all those tanks. I can't believe people farm this, eh? This is ridiculous. But I tell you what, when you sit there and you're doing like 500 waves in tier 19, and then you sit back and think like how hard it was to get to that point, I feel like it's always a good feeling. That's probably the only, like, I hate doing milestone runs, but I feel like it's such a good feeling when you see an improvement on your account. Even if it's only a couple hundred waves, like even if you don't get anything super meaningful. I was going to battle you again tonight. That's why I'm up, but I decided to run before you got on. Yeah, I was getting ready to have dinner and I quickly booked a bracket. Because I actually thought I wasn't going to be on for another half an hour. And I was like, oh shit. I'll just quickly book a bracket and then I'll jump on. 9 more waves. These are the perks we got. So, some pretty good perks. Like, as far as setting yourself up for trying to go for fairly decent milestone runs. Can't complain with those. Can't complain. There we go. Hit the 500. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Milestone. Oh, what is that? Unlock research. Fast ultimate. Oh, range ultimate. Whoa. Boss ultimate. Basic ultimate. Tank ultimate. What is this? Is this just what? This is 1000%. One of those ones where it's a whole bunch of labs that I'll never be able to afford. Whoa, look at that. My lifetime coins in a lab for 1%. That's staggering to think that people make that much econ. So what we're going to do before we jump into the match is we'll check out our bracket. And like usual, if you see someone you know, give them a shout out. Let's have a look-see. So straight to the top. I don't recognize any of these names. Lord Adidas. Barracuda. Alright, let's see how many campers there are. Alright, 1 camper. Should be okay. Should be okay. Should be okay. Should be okay. What I've also noticed is sometimes there's a little cheeky little camper down here. Like when they go to, you know, pause the run, like the 1 wave sort of buzz. You know, turn it on, let it do a few waves and then they do it. So sometimes there's a grubby little camper down here. Okay, we're looking alright. So we're looking at 1 wave here. Look at that. No way it's the marshmallow bracket. No way it's 200 waves for keys. No way it's 200 waves for keys. What in the worldie? No way this is the... Look at this. Fam. I am the Marshmallow Lawlord. Bro, what is this bracket? Hi, Clouded in chat. Okay, hopefully I don't butcher the name. Taqueen? Oh no, I've still got the volume on my phone. Sorry if we're hearing feedback. Boss HP reduction perk is actually huge if you don't take the... Yeah, bro, 100%. Holy, back to econ research. Excellent bracket. Bro, what in the world is this bracket? 200 waves for keys. Let's do this. Okay. Spoilt little shit, eh? Is it just me, or is every... Yeah, bro, every tournament is fast ultimate. So, what are my concerns? I'm concerned with knockback resistance and mass enforcement with the fast. And that's enemy attack speed. I don't think it's too bad, except for sometimes you can get hit by rays, chipped by rays. That's another annoying one. But like this mass and knockback together with fast are dulking basic ults at you and no death defy down. So that's pretty much the concerns. Now I think I've got everything. I think what I do need to do is probably a bit more shockwave because I'm weak, and then we'll probably go up a little bit higher. Alright, let's do this, fam. Let's go. The Marshmallow Lawlord strikes again. There's grubby little RNG on the brackets. This is disgustingly lucky. I've been telling yous, bro. I've been telling yous. This is the window for the marshmallows. So it's a catch-22. So you got a whole bunch of people in US that are asleep, but you also got a whole bunch of people in Europe waking up. So you're either gonna luck out either. Like, you're either gonna get super lucky because a whole bunch of people are asleep, or you're gonna get super unlucky as a whole bunch of warlords start waking up. I can't believe it, bro. Spoilt little brat, eh? Let's get that back. What a spoilt little brat. We've done it again. It's one of those ones. We've done it again. Anona says, go for 4th place. Let's go. Finally time for auto restart. We can all smell it coming, bro. So close. Honestly. And I've been changing, like, not just recently, but we'll say recently, like, over the last couple of months. I've been super, like, phasing away. Like, I'm getting to the stage where there's times when I might go all day without checking for gems. And it's, honestly, bro, it's been so good. It's been so good. And I just can't wait to explore that further. Just to feel the wind on your bullet, the sun on your scalp. You know what I mean, gentlemen? Just to not worry about it for a minute. And for the most part, like I've done like super lax build the blender for ages. Had a super pretty automated Orbliss where, you know, I just got to change cards. These sorts of things, like nothing too dramatic. So I've tried to the best of my ability to be able to run like a super chill build. But we're just trying to expand on that. Quality of life, gentlemen. Quality of life. It's bad enough we've got the device running 24/7. It's bad enough I have to rent a cloud phone in a different country. But man, I hope so much. Even though I'm so close to auto restart, I hope so much they do something in this update and they make it way more accessible for a larger part of the population. I really hope that they do. I hope everybody gets a chance at it. Like, especially with the EHP builds that are coming out, like with Prim C, Sharp Fortitude, OA, all these sorts of builds. A lot of them are farming higher tiers because they can, and they've got access to higher tiers with all the damage reduction in that. All those fellas need auto restart too. Like tier 13 up, from tier 13 up, I reckon you need auto restart. Borderline for tier 12 as well. So as far as from the devs side of things, like how would you introduce that? I'm not sure. I'm also not Tech Tree Games. I don't get paid $6 million a month. So you're getting paid $6 million a month, you better start getting to thinking. Get to thinking, Uncle Fuds. Make it more accessible for people. Come on, man. And put it out there. Let everybody get it, you know, stuff. Let everybody get a taste. Maybe not starter accounts, so people just don't like start a whole bunch of accounts. And I mean, I don't know if that's going to affect anything. I don't know. I don't really know. But, you know, have it somewhere in there. Even like, what's the mastery milestone? Is it tier 16? Maybe make it the tier 17 milestone. Auto restart, 4500. Well, not even 4500. Even like before that. Wave 300, tier 17. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... What's up, Clouded? How's it going? Same for Spotlight 4, bro. Honestly, I don't know what I'm to do. So this month here, March. So last month, I went the econ route. And it took about 3.5, you know, like 3-ish weeks. And in that space, I dropped about 400-500 ranking placements. Now, I'm not trying to be like, in no way am I kidding myself in trying to be competitive, but it's very interesting to just keep an eye on it and then just see where, as far as your tracking. So last month did a bit of econ, dropped a bunch of places. It just means like I use it as a way to just look at things and be like, okay, everybody's gaining that much more power while I'm fluffing around doing econ stuff. Am I mad that I did econ stuff? No, because my econ's in such a bad state at the moment. But it just means that as the goalpost keeps moving and I keep slipping behind, that means access to certain things like keys is going to be a lot more harder, getting some unlocks. So this month here is tournament focus one. So there's stuff like crit chance mastery, core efficiency, maybe substat efficiency, so stuff like that. Extra CC, like what do we call it? We could do a perma poison swamp. We could do some more CF plus. So it's something like that. But then I thought maybe I just combined this month and next month, and then go for Spotlight 4, because it'll help with tourney and it'll help mildly with some income, with some econ. So it's kind of like knock off both the months and one sort of thing, if that kind of makes sense. But I think it's about 5 weeks to save up. That's a long time. 5 weeks. So 5 weeks of not spending stones on anything, not only is it mentally a long time, but it also means like I'll drop back a bunch more positions, or means that the goalpost will keep moving forward. Yeah. I'm still undecided, so in the meantime, I'm just not going to spend any stones till I decide. Like, I might even just switch it up and just add some more levels into GT Plus. But while I'm undecided, like, it's normally one of those things, if you're a bit indecisive about which direction you want to go, you can never go wrong with Econ. Just slam a little bit more Econ. You can never go wrong with it. I've never heard anybody get more Econ and go, damn, I wish I didn't make more coins. It's not really how the game works. We farm so we can farm harder. Oh no, this is actually harder than I thought. Look at that, we only got one shield. We're already down to 1.5 speed. I'm sorry to do this to you, fam. But that knockback and the mass, holy. I might push these, see where we get with this boss. Come on, get the boss. Okay, I'm gonna push this out. And try to prevent myself from getting chips. If we could just focus on the fast and try not to get chipped, we'll just roll like that. Can you show your dim core? I got mine ancestral yesterday and I want to roll it after 20. Yeah, man, for sure. Straight after this. Straight after this. Oh, we're on the double boss. Oh, triple boss. Alright, this is wings. At least we knock off 3 bosses with these wings. We'll just take that for whatever that is. Maybe a cheeky Death Defy. But realistically, no. Boom. There's wings. All right, we're gonna be greedy, and we're gonna go for it. Come on, come on. We're gonna sneak that extra 10. Boom. Cancel. Yes. Once I demon up, I'll catch up on chat. Oh no, is he too greedy? Has the landmines got him? He's too greedy. No. No. Let's go, boys. Alright. Sup, Clouded? How's your bracket? Mine's not a marshmallow at all, bro. I got the most marshmallow bracket in NZ. I can't believe it. Wait till you see this disgusting bracket. I can't believe it. Spoiled little shit. Maybe auto restart for players that have played a year or more. Something, man. Honestly, something. Something that's like... Something that's reasonable. Something that ties in once people start passing that tier 11 window. To me, makes sense. Because tier 12s are ugly tier. You know, you go from doing like 14-hour runs to all of a sudden you're in tier 12 and you do like 7 and it's like, ugh. That's an ugly number. You know, how do you make 7 work? 3 times 7-hour runs? Doesn't work like that. Like, that's where you need the auto start. Something where it just ties in that specific window will make so much sense. It just makes so much sense. Jens, my man. What's good? Easter Beast. I'm at the top of the marshmallows in my tourney, finally. Let's go. Easter Beast, let's go, brother. Did you answer my question? Not sure you did. Oh, did I? What time did you enter? So I always enter at 8:45 in my country. To give you a reference, it's 9:29 now. So it's about 9:30, half past. Half past. That's typically when I enter, somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Because it just means by the time I finish doing a stream in there, I still, you know, brush my teeth, wind down, that sort of thing. Like, I've pretty much just been chewing everybody's ears off for an hour. That it's just like wind down time. About the bracket top 4 and when did you enter? Oh, nah, I'm not top 4. I'm not top 4. Somebody just, Anona just said go for it. Try to get that top 4. Yeah, so somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock my country, I enter. But just to put it in a sweet spot, I normally go start the stream at 8:30, find the bracket at 1:45. Because, you know, once you set yourself up and all that sort of carry on. I just got Spotlight 4 and I've been saving for it. Did a bunch of milestone runs for around 600 extra stones. Let's go. Extra 18% coins. 5% cells. No change to waves and farming. Plus 100 waves and tawny. What angle do you have yours at? Do you have your angle at 60? For tawny progression, you don't need econ. You need stone investment and lab. Yeah, bro, 100%. All the stones in the econ that you don't need, you may have been bet into some damage masteries or CC. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, masteries are so good. It's such a great feeling unlocking a mastery too. Because they're expensive, but they're not super, super expensive. They're not like the cost of unlocking an ultimate weapon. And they're just so fun that each time you complete a lab, about how much of an impact it makes on your build. Damn, this is the first time we've been in the 700s for a while. Last couple tourneys. What damage are we putting out? 190s. I'm doing a tier 12 test farm at the moment. Let's go, bro. I got 916 for 7th. Holy. Bro, you almost had 1,000 waves. When do the fleets spawn? It's in the 900s, eh? 82 waves for 6. But likely going to be 8th. Oh, 822. 6, damn. You forgot your Ant Bot. I don't have Ant Bot. Yeah, I'm still finishing off Golden Bot. I'm so close. I'm only like a few clicks off completing it. And then I'll be done with it. I'll be done. I've got 60 angle. Plus 2 extra from assist mod. So... plus 2 extra from assist mod. So that would be a substat efficiency of 15%? 20%? Sorry. My math is not mathing. Alright, this is it. This is it. I've currently been saving 4,200 stones the last 2 months. I really want to wait for V28, but I could get 85 degrees spotlight. Zorg the goat. 85 degrees. Holy smokes. Fleet start at wave 895. Really? I didn't even know that. I thought it was like high 900s. Oh, I've just never lived long enough to know. I've never survived long enough to understand what that feels like. This is it, fam. Alright, first run, done and dusted. Just not enough mana to push it back. Here we go, first run done. 729. Okie dokie. Okay, so I'd have to get 800s to... And then we also got Dingleberry down here that still needs to run. So that's another spot down, so that takes us to 8th. So to hopefully stay 8th, depending on what the other breathers are doing. Because this guy's already gone down, so there's someone making his way up. Because it was 193, so 2 people have come up somewhere. Somewhere. Okay. I feel like we need that, eh? But I did surprise myself the other 20 when I went with Pulsar. So we can give Pulsar a go. And nothing wrong with a little bit of Pulsar. 15% sub efficiency is actually 2.25 degrees. Yeah, and Uncle Fuds steals that quarter of a degree off you. Hey, Clouded, how's it going, bro? Richard, loving it. What in the marshmallow bracket? Look at this. Look at this blasphemy. Look at that. He's even got marshmallow. He knows he's a marshmallow. He's a cheeky marshmallow. 200 waves. The marshmallow warlord. The lord starts again. Right, what the hell would I have been first in that bracket? Yeah, man. First place is yours. Come join in. Who's this guy? Bernie's? The Night's Watch. Let's look at what the Marshmallow Guild's called. Enjoy the tower. Absolutely. Enjoy the tower, fam. 8:45 New Zealand time. Yeah, that's normally when I start. So if you're in the States, I don't know what time that is, but I think it's super, super early in the morning. Marshmallow's got to be considered below 1K waves, right? Not sure it's even been given a guideline. Nah, I think it's... I think it's just... I think it's... I think it's all in context. It's an open-ended discussion. But look at that, bro. Look at that. Spoiled little brat. Alright. I'm going to give another jam of the Pulsar because we had that other tourney and we did good. Are we going to get another 100 waves? Oh, I don't know. But look, it's worth a shot. Worth a shot. This bracket... Bro, this bracket is... This bracket's my favourite bracket. Clouded coined the team. I'll join in 2 hours. Probably going to be shafted again, but finally managed to catch a 4th place. Bro, 4th place is good going, bro. If you're getting 4th place in there, you're a beast. I got 15, 14, and 6th place. Burn. All you gotta do is try to hunt down our friend Marshmallow. Anari. Henry. 314. Cheeky bracket, eh? That spoiled little brat. But I tell you what, bro, I'm gonna try and find an image so you guys can see what I'm yapping about. But I'll get these skips first. How many I got left? I'll try to get these skips. Oh, Dimcore. I'll show you now. So, I've got the CF duration, CF speed. Quant, I'd rather the chance, but I will re-roll this at some stage, but I'll have to guarantee that I get something better than the mythic rolls. So, I'll actually probably need a bit of bank. I'd actually need like a bit banked up, bit of re-rolls banked up before I actually go for it. Because Mythic's not all that bad. Can't complain with Mythic. The extra 2 landmines is obviously, you know, wanted. definitely helpful. It's much more helpful if, I don't know, you've got a super low uptime and good enough CC that you can just like hella stun lock bosses. Does anyone know if inner landmines stun works on fast ult? Because if it does, I might try something cheeky next run and do a smaller range and see if we can just try to stun everything, since once that mass gets to a certain point, it's just so hard to fight against. And see if we can just like spam all the mobs. Spam all the mobs, we're killing them with orbs and death ray. We'll try to do something cheeky next run, eh? We'll try to be little cheeky darkies. See if there's any movement. No way there's no movement. Alright, somehow we have to try to beat that Joker. My problem with inner landmine CC is that with the boss being so close to the tower, the damage I get from Spotlight Plus. So this is all new territory to me, but that's good info. I really want Spotlight Plus. But I know I've still got to walk before I can run. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys something. Now, whoop. Sorry. Now, let's try to... I'll try to find the image. I'm gonna try to find an image. Oh no, how do I pause it? It come up in a video. Okay. This is what we've been doing at home. Like this. I'm gonna show you guys now and you're just gonna have a laugh. Bro, wait till you try... oh, warning. You're gonna be a flashbang. Because it's not coming up in dark mode. Let's see if we can change that. Just don't wanna... who cares? Alright, warning, there's a flashbang. So if you're lying in your bed, turn your brightness down, otherwise it's gonna blind your ass. So, this is what I've been doing. Here, you see that? Putting a noodle on the boxing bag at home. What the fuck is this? Get out of the way. Is there any more images? Nah, not doing it with the noodles. Like, I do it with my son. But like, put it on the bag. And bro, it's been absolutely hilarious. A massive learning curve. It was so funny. I was telling one of my bros at work, and he was like, yeah, get your son on it and send us some videos, because he used to do Muay Thai and he was pretty successful with it. So one of the guys that he beat ended up being like an Australasian, I don't know what you call it, Australasian champion in his weight class or whatever. So he did really well with it, and he was just cracking up. I like found the way to mount it on the bag where it wasn't going to fall off, and then I was like, oh, does this count? And he's like, yeah, that counts. How is it? And I was like, bro, massive learning curve. Like you're hitting the bag and there, and you turn around and it's slapping you in the face, and then you're getting mad, so you're hitting it harder, and all you do is make the bag move and spin more so it hits you even faster. It was just absolutely hilarious. Massive learning curve. Alright, let's see how many levels we're actually dropping the boss. 3 levels. Bro. Come on. 14. when your OA is rolled, you could try use it with a stun build. I've tried it with farming and worked pretty well up to a certain point. I feel like I needed Ancestral, just that extra added stats from the Ancestral rolls, and then also obviously the extra orb floating around. So I'm gonna go back to having a play with it once I get the Ancestral, which I'm 1 copy off. I think I've got a couple mods there that I'm 1 copy off. Bro, what is going on? Level 1 Spotlight Plus is already very good, even without the range mastery. And then obviously you want a certain amount of angle and you want Spotlight 4 first, eh? It's one of those ones, eh? Oh, I got chipped. I'm just going to try to be cheeky and push it further. I'm not even dropping any levels. Bro. Levels, 5 levels. Hold on, just pausing it so we can see where we got to before. 729. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to try a cheeky shorter range. And I'm just going to try and slay heaps of stuff with orbs. Assist. Okay, let's go again. 20 gems, let's go. Bro, if we were that bratty and we got 8th place and we got 8 keys, bruh, spoiled little brat. I'm so excited. Yeah, if you guys saw the video, I got my son to take me smashing the bag with the pool noodle. Yous will be rolling. It was so funny. But I was like stuck in turtle mode, eh? And then I'm like, where the hell's the noodle? And I'm trying to look for the noodle while I'm hitting the bag. And then so I'm getting in closer. But then as I'm pushing in onto it, it's changing the angle, so it's making it easier for me to hit. And then I turn around and then I'm stuck in almost in a turtle position. I'm trying to hide from the noodle because I'm trying not to get tapped. And then it's where the fuck is the noodle? So I stand up and then it's the noodle's on top of my head. It's oh, fuck's sakes. So funny. The pool noodle is thorn damage. It's you're hitting it and it's reflecting and hitting you back. And I was it was making me, bro, not gonna lie, bro, it was making me, so I did 8. Oh, so I did a 2-minute round with just gloves on, not boxing gloves. And I feel if I do that first, it primes me to hit the bag properly with my knuckles. And then I'll do 8 rounds of, so 8 times 40-second rounds with 10-minute rest. and it'll just be whatever I do in those rounds. So not freestyle rounds, but it might be like one will be jab, one will be straights, one will be 5 and 6s, one might be 3 and 4s, one might be 7 and 8s, like that sort of buzz, like through those rounds. And then like the last one that I do is 3 2-minute rounds, and then that's more like freestyling. And like in those 2-minute rounds, and then I'm just like clipping thorn damage, and I was like making me really mad, eh? I was getting like full on wound up, and I just absolutely drenched with sweat. Like I'm trying to shed off some kilos. We're in the marshmallow tears once again, Nova. Bro, we absolutely are, bro. Absolute spoiled little brat. Look at that. Bro. Spoiled. I just want to create a little bit more space between me and this guy. And we've got one camper down here, but I want to create some more space between me and this guy. I don't even necessarily need to topple that guy's score. I just need space from him. Try to discourage him from, like, no doubt he's running again, but because he's only 10 waves difference from me. But I'm just trying to discourage him from going for it. So if a fast has a chance to spawn as a fast ultimate, does that mean if I put enemy balance on to create more mobs so I get more stuns, would that also mean that I create more fasts? I'm sure that's how it works, eh? If all the fasts are altered up. So then it might actually be worse if I do something like that. Nova Sky says, hell yeah. Thanks for stopping in too. I know it's super late for you, bro. In the famous words of Chill, I can't let you get close. Bro, I swear I kept saying that to my son. Like when my son was hitting it. Can't let you get close. So funny. I always do a one too, like when we're on the pads, I always do one where like, so like you keep it moving, say you're like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you know, uppercut, you know, all this, that, and the third. Also to try to keep everything moving and keep it a bit fun. We'll stiff arm one of our arms, and then it'll be like you're using it to just guide the person into a different spot. So you stiff arm your arm, move them around, move, and just get them to switch up positions and stuff like that. But like every time my son does it with me, I always like throwing some sneaky body shots. Yeah, he does the same with me too. You know, like you try to do stuff playful. Like I try to, whenever we're doing something, like working out or something, I always try to throw something in there that's a little bit playful. Because, you know, he's still a young fella. And then I hope one day, if he does something with his son, whether that's sports, some sort of recreational thing, I hope he does the same sort of thing. That he doesn't just make it just about training, he makes it about, you know, fun too. You know, have a good laugh. Like some of the stuff we do, you know, we'll be jumping onto this or throwing this or just doing real crazy stuff. Like I might be hop across the backyard from one end to the other and then just hop on one foot. It might just be like do handstands or do cartwheels, like just something that switched it up so it's not just from the rigidness of lifting iron. You know, some sort of switch it up a little kind of buzz. And you just get creative with it. Like I remember one day we were doing like upper body day. And I just picked up a rim and tire. And, oh, what are we going to do with that? Throw it as far as you can. Actually, I'll throw it. You pick it up. So I throw it. hiff it as hard as I can. And I'm going to stand here and throw it at me. That's your goal. Throw it and make it hit me and hurt me. Or we did, the other one we did is, oh bro, you're going to crack up. You're going to crack up on this one. As funny as I was setting up for it. And what was this? I think this is our upper body day and it was push focused. And he goes, oh, what are we going to do for the fun one? And I was like, I actually think I've got an idea. So, where is it? Let's have a look. Oh, get the boss. Come on. Alright. Let's see if it comes up with an image for it. It may not come up with an image. So he says to me, Dad, what are we going to do? What are you going to do for the fun exercise? And I was like, you have any ideas? And he's like, oh, nah. And I was like, oh, I've got an idea. I was actually thinking about this one. And he goes, oh, yeah, what is it? And remember, guys, again, you've been warned. This is going to flashbang you. So if you got your brightness up, don't say I didn't tell you to turn it down. It's going to flash you as hard as all the bombs going off in Iran. Oh, let's see if we got this. We got it? Get the boss. Yep, got it. And then, this was the exercise. Wheelbarrow. Bro, when was the last time? I know yous all old cunts. Don't act like you guys are young pups. Yous all just as old as me, you bloody geeks. When was the last time you did the human wheelbarrow? And if you can't answer that question, if there's one takeaway from today's video, get your spouse, get your kids, get your best mate, do it sober, do it drunk. Bro, go do a wheelbarrow, bro. And imagine and remember what it was like when you were a little girl at school and you had to do the wheelbarrow races and all that sort of thing. Try it now. Try it now and tell me how old your joints are. I know the boss. Come on, gotta get the boss. Okay, this run's looking a little bit more promising. We might be onto something here. Maybe it's just RNG. Basic ultimate, who knows. And we got a Death Defy. Yes, lads, yes. Death Defy down, and we still got one. Graham, what's up? What's up? The human wheelbarrow. We used to always do that. And the three-legged race. Is that the next one I have to do, guys? When it says, what's the fun exercise? Alright, we got to run to the shop, go get a drink, but we do it three-legged. I tell you another one that I was going to do was, and we actually trained up a bit for it, because the last thing you want to do is like cop an injury, was like, we got like a few, so my street's a little bit windy, I'm down a cul-de-sac in there, and it's a little bit bendy, but I said to my young fella, oh, we'll go around the corner where like all the big straight roads are, and bro, we'll just push the car till failure. Just like park the car up, the other person sits in and stares, and just see how far you can get it, and just push that shit till failure. As far as you can go till your legs give out. We still haven't done it yet. I'm actually super interested in doing it. Because what I was going to do, down my cul-de-sac, there's about 5 or 6 houses. It was just going to be like push it back and forth down the cul-de-sac. Bro, we're doing alright now. We're doing alright. Maybe this was the go. Just having more lamp. I actually forgot it was basic ult. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh, we're still zerked up. Let's go, lads. Let's go. Just get that distance. I can't let you get close. That's what we're saying to the dude underneath us. I can't let you get close. Oh, yes, boys. Still on the Zerk. What a lucky streak. We haven't even hit Demon. Sorry for the 1x speed. You guys already know what it is. My wrist would insta-die, bro. That's what gave out first. So first it was my wrist. And I just like munnered my way through it. And like the funniest thing was like, my son's like holding my legs. I'm not a light fella. And most of my weight is in my legs. And my son was like, come on, Dad, hurry up. Like, he's pushing me. To me, it felt like he was pushing me fast. But I knew 100% I was moving too slow for him. And he's like, hurry up, Dad, go. And I was like, I am. You're going too fast. I'm going to fall on my face. And yeah, the first to go was my wrist. And then, like, I did that David Goggins shit where you're just like, you don't know me, son. Like, you're on that buzz. And I just, like, ignored the carpal tunnel that was brewing in my wrist. And then the next to go was my shoulders. Bro, my shoulders were on fire. Absolute fire. Just fighting gravity. It was so funny. Bro, it was so funny. But, like, you leave that and you turn something that's, like... Because, like, I'm a bit of a hard man. Like, when we're training, like, we ain't sitting there fucking around. You know, we ain't fucking around. We're there to put in work. But then switching it up and then doing something that's fun that you can sit there and have a laugh. I think it just strikes that balance. Where you don't have to be so psychotic all the time. You're just striking that little bit of balance. Bro, we're still on Zerk. We're still in Zerk. The Zerk carried us. Shout out to XL Daily. XL Daily got us that Berserk Mastery. Look at that. It just full on carried us to wave 800. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. So this will be enough to put a bit of distance between me and the Spud beneath us. Spud, if you're watching, don't take it to heart, bro. It's not that deep. Alright, we lost the Zerk. This is it now. We're out of Zerk. Reality's set in. Oh, I only got 12 trillion damage. What the? So we're like over Rover. Boom, boom. And then we're going to hit wings. Come on, get the fast back. Bro, that tank almost got us. Okay, we hit the 800. Alright, this will be wings. So we just don't have enough to get. Look at that, 15D. Wow, cuz. Hopefully we get another boss on the screen. And the wings clips that boss too. Either that or we're going to get chipped from something. Bro. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on. Boom. That was it. Alright, we'll sneak it. We'll sneak another cheeky 10 waves. A cheeky 10, we'll call it. This is it. This is it. Boom. And then we'll cancel. And all we have to do is don't put ourselves in a position where we're going to get chipped. Otherwise, we've just ruined the run. Oh no, look. Oh no, he was too greedy. He was too greedy. No. Spam click. Spam clicks. Fucking too greedy. Fuck ya. That's all good though. That's all good. Oh look, we toppled this guy. Okay, so that puts us almost definitely in 7th place because the Warlord down the bottom, so we overtake this guy. Potentially he reruns, but we should be like 7th, 8th. I'd almost guarantee us 7th and 8th. Watch people fully stack while trying to run. Absolutely, bro. It's so funny. We have a team building once a year with these kinds of challenges, but folks organize it are very well aware that doing these to old people is risky. Do it on purpose, eh? Do it to the colleagues that you hate, eh? Like, you know, like there's someone in like HR or something, you absolutely hate them, and you're like, I know what we can do. Let's go paintballing. That's a great idea. Everybody's interested in that. Bro, I got screwed there, eh? I was too greedy. I could have got like an extra, I don't know, 15 waves. Anonymous says, go for 4th place. I told you. If only. If only. But look, yeah, we were onto something there. So how do we spice that up? How do we build on that? We were super lucky with that Death Defy. Yeah, the one Death Defy. Super lucky. Super lucky. And then got greedy. You have level 9 Zerka? Yeah, I finished it off a while ago. Jessica from HR about to get it at paintball. Oh, bro, we had it once with the boss. So we got a new boss coming and the boss that's leaving. And like people were talking about like what activity do we want to do for the Christmas party, and you know, it's like heaps of old people stuff, bro. Like, bro, I'm not that old. Like a bunch of us, and even if we're not young, we're young at heart. And I was like, bro, let's go paintballing. Let's shoot the old boss before he leaves. Okay. Do I try with a pulsar? Or is that just dumb? It's worth a try. It sucks having to try it at 1x speed though. Why is it always the HR, bro? It's always the HR, bro. Because they remind you that you have to be a person. We're pretty lucky, like the HR at my work. She works with us really well. Like she understands the nature of the beast. Like you get some and they'll fully separate themselves from management. But our HR doesn't do that. And like our HR from our head office, when she comes down, like they don't call it HR so much in New Zealand. They'll have various names. But basically the equivalent to the HR, the ones in my company, they're like fully, I don't even know what you call it. They're fully in line with us guys in management and that. Like they understand the nature of the beast. Like I think in like quite a few companies in that, they will separate themselves quite a bit. And I think that's just to, I don't know. But like our ones are fully in line with us. And they do heaps of work with the lawyers and all that sort of thing. Anyone who sees humans as resources and isn't very human themselves. Human time is just the commodity. It's just the commodity that we seek to exploit. It's like the equivalent of like human as a resource. It's the equivalent when you see those videos of those black people and they're like digging in those cobalt mines. And it's like instead of cobalt, you're digging humans. Night, mate. Awesome. See you on the next one. You know what we talked about. Yeah, Hard Out Nova. Hard Out Nova. I'm looking forward to it too, bro. Super stoked. You get some rest. I told you you're crazy, bro. You're crazy staying awake this late. All of you fellas that are watching. You're all nutters. I can't believe it. Why are you guys so crazy? Yous are just here because now I spark your interest, eh? And you're gonna go home and make your partner play wheelbarrow with you. But I tell you what though, there's another one. When was the last time you guys did a cartwheel? All those skipping ones. Have you seen the ones where people try to skip now and they've forgotten how to skip? How absolutely hilarious. My wife was showing me some videos the other night that popped up in her feed. And she's like, look, babe, everybody's forgotten how to skip. And I was like, nah, I know how to skip. I did it not long ago. So I think I'll show my son. And then my wife's like, oh, I think I might have forgotten how to skip. She's like, maybe I'll just like overthink it, you know, instead of letting it come naturally. And then I was like lying in bed and then I was thinking about it and I was like, shit, I might forget how to skip too. And when I say skip, I don't mean skip with a skip rope or jump rope. I just mean like just straight walking, skipping. Like the stuff we always used to do as kids. The stuff that we all used to do as kids, but if you did it as a guy, the other guys will beat you up. They'll call you something like gay or something. Bro, what are you, gay, bro? Why are you doing that? That's what girls do. It's alright, I don't have ads on for this video so we can say what we want. But I tell you what a pain in the ass to sort out my AdSense. Bro, such a pain. It was like going alright and then it's like, oh, we've stopped your ads. You've capped out. You need to provide more information. So I start going through the process and then it's saying to me, to provide the documentation for your company and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, hey, why the hell would you want to know the documentation for my company? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then it's because the email that I used was attached to... So the email that's for this... for my YouTube account is the same one I use for my YouTube channel. It's the same one that I used for the Facebook page and the AdSense because I used to run Google Ads. And then I was like, oh sweet, I'll just create a new email and a new AdSense account and I'll run that. And then I switched over to it and then it said I'm not allowed to put a new account in for 30 days. So it's fuck's sakes. So then I go to set up the new one and then now it's asking me, okay, verify your identification. Okay, figure out how to do that. Sweet, uploaded that. Now it's saying verify your address. I'm going, fucking, how the hell do you verify your address? It must want like some sort of bill, like a utilities bill where I can provide, like upload that. And it's like, no, we're going to send a letter in the mail. A letter in the mail. Gentlemen, when the hell was the last time you got a letter in the mail? It's not the 90s no more. But I mean, I understand they want you to verify your address, but I was like, what the hell is that? Also, we're on a death defy. Are we still zerked up? We got one. But yeah, I was like, bro, verify my address. What in the lordy is going on? It's just been an absolute nightmare trying to set up the AdSense. All because I first started and the AdSense that I used was attached to an organization and it wasn't set up as individual. And it's just been a pain ever since. Can't say anything anymore these days, bro. I tell you what, YouTube is a pain, bro. The whole Google scenario. Can't say this, can't do that. The last letter I got was from the court about my divorce. Yeah, bro, honestly, it's like paper. What the... Like, and I seen that thing, like, when Elon Musk was doing that thing. I don't even know what you call it over there, but, you know, you see random stuff on social media. And they do that thing where they're all, like, auditing, like, the government and all that shit. And then there was that giant underground bunker or something that was just full of paper records. Like, bro. And I mean, my work's the same. Like, as a business, you've got to keep records for 7 years in New Zealand. I don't know what it is in other countries, but it's 7 years over here. And, bro, we have a whole shed full of paper document. It's like, fuck, just move it all digital. Just move it as much as you can digital. Like, no more paper. And it's not even one of those cases about save the trees. Fuck the trees. Who cares? It's just like an efficiency standpoint. Like, who needs to breathe, right? Who cares? But it's just an efficiency thing. It's like, just put it on a hard drive. Put it in an Excel sheet or a Word document. Save it to a hard drive. And then you can just keep it on site. And then just, like, label the hard drive. Upload everybody's stuff onto it. There's so much paperwork. It's unreal. But I can't believe we got so greedy with that last run. Do you think that warehouse at the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark was fiction? And we got a Death-Defy. But I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is when you're gonna tell me I had a bad childhood, eh? Oh, it's Indiana Jones. I have seen it. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Is that the one where they're after what's the thing? You gotta stare into it. The thing that's supposed to be from the Bible, make you live forever or whatever. It's that one, eh? Is it the one where he goes to the temple and there's like that giant rolling ball that he's running away from? Bro, that's how old we are. When did it come out? Raiders of the Lost Ark is 1981. Bro, that's how old we are. Man, you missed out on a good head melt. This one, eh? Oh, look at him. Look at this. Look at this hunk. Yeah. I still got wings. I still got wings, boys. And I'm still zerked up. So now we just need some great RNG. So we keep Amp Strike up. It's going to run out soon anyway. The, what do you call it? See how many levels we dropped them? 5. The Ark of the Covenant, yeah, that's it. But apparently it's something like, some people are trying to say it's in some church in Africa. Or is that just what they do to like get donations? Or we just use it so people come here and donate? Oh, this is the toenail of Saint Barnabas. And then a whole bunch of people come to pray to the toenail. A little bit nervous about that, Ray. Got him. We're still in Zerk. It's gonna run out soon though. I'm trying to think of like, what was some of my legendary kids movies that I always watched? I like the theory it's buried on Oak Island. Come on, get the boss. What is that? Oak Island? Where is that? Oak Island, mystery solved. The Curse of Oak Island. No. Nah, he's got... Yes, boys. Yes. Yes, boys. Damn. Prick. Alright, let's see if we'll be great. We'll be greedy again on this one. We just gotta survive these 3 bosses. Bro, those fasts just like absolutely teleport those bosses, eh? It's criminal. Oh, too greedy again. Ha. Curse of the Oak Island has been one of my guilty pleasures for a decade. Is that a movie? Or is it a series? So who are these guys? Are these the warlords? Is that Grandad Fuds? Is this to the Covenant of the Stone Packs? Oh, this is how you navigate to the web store, eh? So that's how you navigate the web store. Bro, the Airplane Trilogy is a full crack up. What rabbit hole are you guys sending me down? I feel like you're gonna send me down a rabbit hole and I'm gonna end up searching the wrong thing. Put a virus on my computer. He's holding a video game map. It's the directions in the app store, how to download the tower. It's the TV show with the Laguna brothers, Laguni, who bought the whole island to look for treasure. They've been looking for 13 years. Whereabouts is the island located? Nova Scotia suggests Romania? Oh, Oak Island, North Carolina. Bro, how great would it be to own an island? I think there was an island for sale in New Zealand not long ago. It was like 12 mil or something like that. Nice little private islands. Little bridge to get across to it. No treasure yet. Canada. Imagine that, eh? Your life mission, eh? And you've just been duped. Bro, and they're hella old too. Like, they what, started when they were young pups. Started in their 50s, eh? Thought they were going to strike gold. Now they're in their 70s. Divorced. Kids hate them because they were never around. What are those ones? Oh, my dad's just bought this island and he's obsessed with it. Damn, that mass enforcement and knockback is no joke, hey. Look at this carry on. Bloody gobbledygook. What are we doing to the bosses? 19 levels? It's like buying 10 times modules and only pulling common. Buying 10 times modules. Bro. full sweep of commons, eh? And then convincing yourself that the next one will be a farming dim core. Nah, I know the next one's gonna be a dim core. This is ridiculous. Bearded Warrior, what's up? Pulsar Harvester sucks. I'm trying G-Comp so I can just focus on fasten ult. Is that what I should do? Just fasten boss. Should I try that? So I'm getting nowhere with this. I didn't quite beat my waist, but I still got an 800. I think Pulsar Harvester's good once you've got that assist slot upgrade. Like when you're doing big man things, and you can afford to buy that thing, upgrade that assist slot. I think that's where the money is. Just that extra %. And you know, there's probably a few other things. Got to get your bounce shot up and all that other carry on. And we got a Death Defy. And we got a Death Defy. Look at that, 23Q. Let's go. Problem is, we're not an intro sprint. So it's going to be short-lived success. It's probably a lot better Ancestralist, 100%, yeah. I think that's where, like, the guys that use it have success. Maybe. Maybe not a rule of thumb, but maybe just a consideration. The guys that are using it. At the moment, RB seems to work for me. Look at that. The Berserk's going to carry us to get a shield back. High CC. Otherwise, I'd go for RB. More bullets, more knockback. 100, yeah. RB always seems to go right. I've only had like 1 or 2 tournaments where randomly Pulsar's done better. But maybe that's just RNG. There's so much RNG with like fast ult and these sorts of ones. Man, I hope we get 8 keys. That means we just need to get 8 more. Like 4 tourneys max. We should be sweet to get keys each tourney. So it'll be like 4 tourneys max, 2 weeks max, 2 weeks tops. I need to lose some patience. Trying to save up for a mastery, and my mind is like, nah, go spend it on upgrades. Oh, I'm the worst like that. I'm the same with my coins. Reroll shards probably the worst. Same with actually gems as well. Just everything. I keep dying from raids at a random point blank. Hits from basics and tanks. Permanent black hole should stop all of that nonsense. The rays are annoying with the attack battle condition. They charge so fast. And like good if you got like nuke mastery and all that other sort of carry on. Slow aura mastery. Yeah, we're probably just going to get just shy of where we were. I've got enough stones to get cash mastery, but I feel like rare package mastery would be better to get first. Rare package mastery is really good. Even if you could put like, there's a chart that you can look up, and I'm sure you know it. But for how many waves, for your package chance, all that sort of thing. And even at unlock it provides value, but even if you could afford to put like 4 levels into it, so much more value. It's so good. And it's something like none of the module labs or even rare package chance is like super sexy. Like it's not like you unlock it 2 levels and you're like, oh my god, no, I'm so much power. But your future self will thank you. Your future self will look back and go, I'm so glad that I did module stuff as soon as I could. It just pays off so well. Yeah, and Cash Mastery, honestly, bro, Cash Mastery was like pretty subpar, eh? Not gonna lie. As like, even at Unlock, like, I got at Unlock and I was like, bro, I did nothing. It wasn't until I got to like, I don't know, level 6 or level 7, and I was like, oh yeah, the juice was worth the squeeze. But like, at Unlock, it did nothing for me. Just need to save the extra 220 stones to unlock it. Yeah, bro. Your future self will highly recommend. Will highly recommend. Bro, am I gonna get chipped by a vampire? What the hell's going on? I'm gonna get chipped by a vampire. Can't believe it. Got it. And that's all she wrote. And that is all she wrote. So somewhere in 8th, hopefully. But even if we got 9th, like, I'm not going to complain. It's just the most marshmallow bracket in NZ. Keys, 200 waves. Marshmallows. Wild. Absolutely spoilt. What a trip. Bro, absolutely buzzing, bro. What in the world, eh? And like, when it comes to like getting bracket times and doing those sorts of things, like, I'll never wake up in the middle of the night to set up a tourney or whatever, just to try to squeeze out some more better bracket or whatever. It's just whatever works in with my schedule is what I'll do. And kudos to the people that do it. He's absolute gangsters. It's just definitely not for me. I love this game, but that's just too gangster for me. What am I doing? Yep, looking right. Another spoilt bracket. Another spoiled bracket. I swapped my cannon to Shrink Ray and getting an extra 30 Triller run. Let's go. Before I was only doing 125, now I'm making 165 just from changing to Shrink Ray instead of Amstrike. Yeah, bro, it sounds good. You sound onto it. Always good to test things. Like, I changed my summon time. And getting a Q runs. Q 996, a Q, So unless I get something really bad. So this is kind of where we're getting spikes like this. 970, high 970s. Couple bad runs, 930, 940. I respec summon. 996. Did another one. 1Q. 1Q. High 900s. And so on. So just doing little tests and stuff. It's always good to do. Always good to do. Let's actually see if 49 bits. Not quite. Super stoked with that bracket. Exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed to edge closer. And that's us, gentlemen. Honestly, you guys have been amazing. You guys sent me down a big rabbit hole looking for treasure islands. I've had bad luck with Death Defy. I haven't gotten one when it mattered. I got super lucky in those runs, eh? That other one I got 2 Death Defies, one earlier on and one later on. I think that's what made it stretch it out so far. Super RNG. Super RNG. Honestly, gentlemen, you guys have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Perfect marshmallow bracket. Perfect marshmallow bracket. And it's about my bedtime. Honestly, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for putting up with the yarns. Thank you guys for consecutive weeks putting up with the one-time speed. You guys are absolute legends. You guys are the true champions. You guys are the true marshmallow warlords. Absolute beasts for putting up with tuning in with me at 1x speed. You guys are absolutely awesome. Junior, thanks for the nice stream and the runs. See you on Saturday, bro. Look forward to it, bro. Thanks for always showing up and hanging out. Super appreciate you. Thank you guys for talking to each other. Thank you guys for asking me questions. Thank you guys for inspiring me to go buy myself a Skull Island. Norna says congrats on the keys. Thank you, bro. Super appreciate it. I'm super looking forward to just getting that step closer. Gentlemen, so here it comes. If you like what you see, you know the drill, fan. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can see when the next video's coming out or the live stream on Saturday. And as always, keep it cloudy, fam.